All right, everybody. Welcome in. I am Temple. I am here. I am your host. We are here. Let's get this thing started. Tonight we have the first match of the second round. MissDes versus Aurilliux, the classic. Good luck, chat. Let's get them predictions up. This is gonna be a good one. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, let's see. What are the rankings here? I know Dez is the higher seed. Yep, 7 versus the 10. Yeah, so pretty close. Pretty close in rankings. And I'd say just in general, this is a tough one to call. I think either of these runners could genuinely win this race. I think this one's genuinely a toss-up. Sometimes you kind of have someone's got an edge. I mean, it's Boogey. Obviously, anything happens. We need our boy Harrison Ford to have good luck. Good luck, Tessie. Good luck, racers. Yeah, I think you're the only one that might not see it. I see it. I got you. We see you. We see you. But yeah, we're deep in it. We're getting into the nitty-gritty here. Top 16. We ran a full 32. Not a single upset. We technically have one match left in the first round. It's been temporarily delayed. But that's okay. We're on to round 2 anyway. GG's to all first round runners. I think that was Pete Rose. One of those guys. One of those cheating baseball players. I think they were talking about removing that asterisk, but who knows? Friggin' Axel. Yeah, very straightforward name. Peter Rose. I like the couch nudge there from Dez. Good luck, runners, indeed. Alright, time for some Earthbound action, eh? right after this phone call. Oh shit, here we go. Yep, getting to it, getting to it. Getting down to those tight races. Single elimination. Stepping on Sneck. Fighting a crow. This is just what we do. We fight stuff on the hill. So much. Oh, Ori's just running away. Okay, Ori went pacifist route, so no -1 on that one. Fight a dog instead. Fair enough. Oh, Des got a cookie. I'm sure that'll be relevant. Oh, this is just all the spawns. Hey, nice. Ate the cookie. Yeah, it's a bit much, at least at first here. Okay. Luckily we got jukes and stutters and things to dodge with. And that snake kind of ninja'd on Ori. That first one wasn't quite visible. Oh, Des is the first one up. Yeah, quite a spawny hill on both sides. Solid pokepole. And of course, a dog and a snake to wrap up how that hill went. Yep, oh yeah, I accounted for it. No -1, staying even. Took the pacifist route. I should have expected it. It's a hit and run. It was ninja'd. It was tough to see back there. I didn't see it. Yeah, of utmost importance is maintaining Ori points, especially for Ori. Alright. Tutorial boss time. Pretty standard so far. Okay. We're gonna need a little more bashy out of Buzz to get through this quickly. Oh, we're getting a bit of bashy and a dead turn. Alright, there's a guard and a good... Oh, I thought the 108 would do it. And another guard, though. At least it's two dead turns. The guard... No. Well... Well... Pretty not ideal Starman for both runners. This should do it for Ori, yep. Yeah, so like about a 20 some odd second delta there. I don't think any of either of those Starman Junior fights were either better than the other. Oh yeah, still close, still early. We do have a few races tonight. This is just the first of 3. As Buzz is yapping away. We're gonna have Peen versus Genie after this one. Another round 2 matchup. We actually have 2 matches in the first round still. I thought it was just 1. And then after that match will be a round 1 match. We're jumping around a little bit, which happens. But yeah, so we'll have this race. After this, we'll have Peen versus Genie. After that, we'll have Ox versus Jawsome Sauce. So a night full of races, plenty of Boogey content this Wednesday evening for y'all. The P is silent. Oh. More zoo-like features. Nice stutter there for Dez. That crow is not aggroing, so a stutter will do. Pigpen doing Pigpen things. I was commentating a race where Pigpen really got in the way. It's kind of surprising how much that little guy can disrupt. All the NPCs are jerks. Most cowards would despawn that. This is true. Or you just grabbing butterflies. Yeah, I think most people would have backed away from that snake and just respawned, but that stutter was obviously faster and therefore better. I would have too. I definitely would have as well. Like, oh, despawning that. Nice little block there. Ooh, smashy, smashy. Ness connecting and critting? What a concept. Getting that trash juice. Alright, second shark down. Right in the crit. Oh, see, there's the nest we all know and hate on Ori's side. There you go through. Very nice. Alright, Des gets through the Yes Man Jr. Cruising right along here. Making quick work of these sharks. Alright, Frank. The old bash heal concept works almost every time. Ooh, smash for Ori. This should be close here. One more. Yep, there we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, that crit. Ori must have had a good Yes Man Jr. I must have missed it or something, because that closed that gap up quite nicely. That Frank fight was definitely good. Crit obviously helps. We love when the race is tight, don't we, chat? Oh, Ori pulls through with another smash. Smash on each of our mini bosses here. Dez is through. Let's see, 14. Yeah, pretty close here. Quite smashing. Soon we'll see a Frank heal on both sides. I don't think anyone in a position to be skipping that. I doubt we'll see Burgerless from either of these racers. But you never know, it's brackets. Some people like to play risky. When it's bracket time, it's really up to the racer. That's the best part. I mean, it's so close here, I don't think it's really an advantage to either racer. Even if you're slightly behind here. Burgerless is such a risk. It was once the only way, way back in the early days. No one ever bought burgers. No one ever just thought to do it. Yep. You just grind it out on it with a few burgers. Back in my day. But even in a race, I mean, it's a different context. These were like non-race PB attempts in a race. No reset race. It makes way more sense. I'm trying to think of even back then, if in race context, if people did it. They probably did. I just can't remember. No. I mean, like, compared to current Onnits, no. There were some fast ones, for sure. People played very risky early on, definitely. But I'd say they're comparable to now. There are definitely some really fast ones, like early on, like people getting sub 26s and sub 25s. I think sub 25 was probably the fastest in that early era. I think that's still considered fairly fast these days. I don't know. I haven't seen the fastest on it. I've seen some zoomies for sure. Yeah, Popham was getting like mid to upper 24s. And yeah, he would just play super risky. And just like reset if he had to. Yeah, consistently, no. That's not, I don't think that's feasible. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. People prioritize different things, I guess, in like the mid days, I guess. People just prioritize getting out over having fast Onnits. And I think fast onnits are a little more prioritized these days in non-manip and like non-race context, I guess. Yeah, I think the general attitude in like 2018, 2019 was just like, just get out of on it. That's all that mattered. If it's sub 26, cool. If it's a 30, cool. Again, at least in the PB context, not in a race. Boop, boop, boop. We're pretty close here. I've been like loosely counting while rambling about the old days. The old days. Well, there are some ants up there. Or slugs, not ants. And even more. But yeah, when I watch people do like the non-minute grind now, like the runners that are doing it pretty quickly and, you know, consistently, like the bar is pretty high. People fairly consistently, like sub 28, I would say, is probably, I don't know, you youngins probably consider that kind of bad. Yeah, Peen's average even was pretty monstrous. Which is a funny sentence to say. Jeez, the lag for Ori. But you all know what I meant. That's all that matters. Dang, Ori caught the gang. Dez has got hopefully not too much lag here. Yeah, to get out of this. Okay, so it looks like both racers hit level 8. I was just completely not paying attention. So far, 103.53. Dang, Ori taking all the fights. Yeah, we're just rocking out of this. Sweet. Dang, so many spawns. This has been a spawny, quote-unquote seed. This here vanilla seed. Maybe Dez isn't level 8 yet. She might have been looking for a 6-pack. Yeah, that was a laggy giant step. So it looks like Ori was first to level 8. If Dez is getting it here. Ooh, nap time. Oh no, that wasn't. Dez already has level 8. So they got it around the same time. Still just a very spawny giant step on both sides. What's up, Helicopter Pedro? Alright, Ori fighting oh, there's level 8. Okay. Completely off on my reads tonight. Dez was going for level 8 there. I stupidly assumed it was gotten earlier. Yeah, it was a good race. Get the feeling it's going to be a close one all the way through. Oh, Dez going for some Hype stutters here, feeling calm. Oh. Definitely seemed doable. And you kind of got to go for it. I think she knows she's a little behind here. Got through it. Solid. At least it was only the one. Oh. Yeah, it shouldn't be that much. Shouldn't be that much lag in there. I don't know what happened. Oh, now we're through. Okay, at least we're just one-shotting the Antoids. I mean, it's not ideal, but at least it's not getting out of hand. Yeah, sometimes, like the Antoid sprite just blends in with the, because it's so small and just a pixel, like, or a couple pixels, whatever it is. It kind of blends in with the lines on the floor sometimes. It can be a little sneaky. I think Des saw it and just tried to stutter and just got like some weird, I don't know, some kind of weird lag in there. What was going on? 69, nice. We're not going back for the burger. I guess that ant went pretty well. Probably has a bunch left over. Nice, Des got that life up off. Oh, come on, Ness. And there's a shield. Jeez, yeah, that's a turn for a bit of the worst there. Ness missing and a shield going up. Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay. At least the crit. Oh no, the ATM card. Okay. At least the crit was on a heal turn. Otherwise, that was gonna be a rip. Okay. Whew. That was getting a little scary there for a second, but Des got through. Or taking a fight there with their mouse. Yeah, I kind of saw that out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, Ant has been pretty rough here in brackets in general. Saved all the pain for brackets, apparently. Not that Ant didn't give up a serving of pain in Swiss, but seems especially rough lately. I mean, Ant's never, like, you know, sometimes, obviously, once in a while you get that good Ant, but man, Ant fight is never a good time. Such a run killer. Like, close to one. Yeah, 88 seems fine. I don't know, what are you usually at, like 90 here or something? I don't even know. It's like a couple hit points. And I think, you know, next level up it'll probably even out. Which is usually like first or second cop. I was gonna say, yeah, Ori. Yeah, those couple hit points might actually matter for Ori. I was thinking it, but then you said it, so. Oh, Des skipping buying bergs. I guess she's got enough. I didn't see what she was left at, so this could be a decent time save here. If it works out. Oh, yeah. Good old sarcasm on the internet. The classic. Yeah, chopper, copper. Dang. Ori just smashing away. Going into cops is a huge risk. True. Fair point. Once again, chat is undefeated. Des had a good number of burgers. Has, but yeah, had a good number after, and I think anything around 5 is acceptable. Farm bombs. Yeah, so this could be a nice little time save for Des, or he had to buy some burgers, and as Des did not. But Ori kind of just cruising these cops as well. Got some crits, we're on to strong. Kind of an opposite Ori cop general situation. Usually they're chopping away. Ori was the one doing the chopping today. Alright, we'll see if Ori sticks with the 1 rockin' or the 2. People are kind of split on this strat. Ooh, we got a cop's lunch. Alright, strong down, sub 30. Oddly smooth cops for Ori. Ooh, that hurts. Dang, these cops not having it. Des is down to her last burger. Still have 26 psychic points, so I'm going for the life up. Yeah, you have to, obviously. Jeez, yeah, Des is getting kind of the bad side of the nest missing, and nest critting dichotomy. Let's see how strong goes here. We got, yeah, we're gonna have to save some psychic points for life ups. Nice miss. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna keep all these psychic points for, ooh, another miss. Okay, going for the rockin', of course. Strong attacks on the rockin'. Nice. That was a smart play. Smart, strong plays from Des there. But I think Ori in the end with a bit of a faster cops. So probably not as big of the time save as skipping buying more burgers, as Des probably would have hoped. It's 31:12, so yeah, about a minute and a quarter delta here. Kamanata on it. Yep, it's about right, monkeys. So still nothing huge. I'd say still pretty fairly close here early. No particular. Usually we've seen much bigger gaps coming out of on it for sure. This tourney. Ori with all the burgs. Yeah, both runners through on it. No on it deaths. Which is always a positive. As we run some errands in Tucson or Toison. Once again, a couple more races this evening. Plenty of good races to come. The brackets just keep on rolling. Surprised there's not a burrito place in Tucson somewhere. That'd be perfect. Really missed the mark on that one, Itoy. Yes, minuscule. all of those things. Whatever your chosen pronunciation of Onet or Onit or Want or Wonetty. There's some other good ones I'm probably forgetting. People have some creative ones. We're gonna tap the forum post sign. Yeah, I like Wonetty. Big fan of Wonetty. I think it was Andy that came up with that one a long time ago. One TT. Yep, that's a good one. I forgot about that one. I'm a big fan of the 1TT. On it. Yeah, I mean, if we're... Oh, geez. Oh, geez, pincer from Dez. Ooh. Okay. Now we gotta get past this plant. Yep, thinking about it. Yep. Ooh, unfortunate. Yeah, that's what we call a classic PRV pincer. But yeah, as a kid, it was on it. I think it's my northeastern United States upbringing. That's the way it sounded in my head, was on it. But, jeez. Jeez. Unfortunate rip there for Dez. I think we had the save, so... It's not a huge deal. I don't know what pass of PRV that was. If we, quote-unquote, saw the pencil yet. I guess we'll find out. Good luck, racers, indeed. Yeah, it's a classic debate. I mean, this goes back pre-2000. Yeah, I believe Onet, in all seriousness, is the generally accepted pronunciation. But I always call it on it. I still kind of call it on it. One it, yeah, that's another one you hear. The Melee kids, I love the generational stuff. Yeah, because there was an on it level in it, right? That was so hype. I remember being incredibly excited about that as an Earthbound fan. It was like they're putting on it in Smash Brothers. That's sick. Oh, Ori making his way through the treacherous PRV. Oh, it was like... I wasn't like high school at the time. I was probably a freshman. I remember it was early internet days, and yeah, seeing those pictures from Smash Brothers leak. It was like, oh, 3D Earthbound level. Wow. Scaraba. I don't know. Tomato. Alright, orders through PRV. Giga Gas or Jingus? No. Oh. I imagine we'll see Ori take the run here. Yep. No Ori points lost. We hold Ori to these standards as he holds himself to. No step, even if fight. Pacifist route. Hero Snake. Stuttered for the red swirl. Gotta love it. Giggles. Giggles is a good one. Man, Gygus has a lot. Greg. The Pacifist Run. Greg is from everything. Greg is ever present. Nice. That crow just juked right out of there. Receiver phone. Banana phone. No stepping on Sneck. That was a pretty clean PRV for Dez. She definitely made up some time there. Do some door checks here. Let's see, 4005. Ori taking on Shack Fight, Cabin Fight, as you choose to call it, however your choice is to call this fight. Yeah, seems a lot closer. I think Dez had a bit of a cleaner PRV. Gotta be careful with these cave doors here. Dez doing the right thing, taking that B menu pause. Sometimes they just spawn right on top of you. There's nothing you can do. The Kazam fight. Let's see, so that's about right. Here's a minute. On the door check. Yeah. Bit of a time save. Not too much. Still kind of just over a minute delta there. No extra cultists here. I think Ori got cultist C. Nice. Cookie drop. Save that for car painter, I assume. Oh, nice clean HQ fight there for Ori. No calls for help. Bashing and a mashing. Oh, it was failed, yeah. Yeah. That last turn for Dez. Got that egg. No Janet shenanigans. Oh, Ori's got 2 Rockins. Ah, the max out. Dang, those Rockins did not hit well. Oh, not a great car painter so far for Ori. See, got a bunch of hamburgers. Plenty of heals. Alright, there's a deflection we needed. The life up turn was coming, so that was well opportuned. See, that was about a 43-18 car painter for Ori. Yeah, that car painter fight was about to go a lot longer, but that last lightning with the payoff. Dez has 2 Rockins as well. See if hers hit a little better. The first one did. Oh, the 1 HP. Love it. Oh, and that one rolled low. Unfortunate. Cookie. See. Alright, no lightning, so cookie payoff won't be there. Unfortunately. Dez? Bit low on heals here. Hopefully we get some connections. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's that life up. Okay, we need this. I need another lightning. Okay, this should do it. What? Oh, man. Come on. Okay, yeah. Like, I don't want to say anymore, because they were just kind of, even the lightnings that were hitting were just low. 76 or 78 HP, yikes, a bit up there. Yeah, we were in auto fight mode. Out of heals. Just like not a ton of damage getting through. I didn't see what Ori was at for HP here, but we'll find out. Not too much us. Oh, he's at Ori's up there as well, so not as much skip sandwich buying in this race as we've seen. Usually people are ripping skip sandwiches all over the place. So it's kind of the older school mentality, I guess, with these two racers. Skip sandwich thing, I guess, is somewhat new. And nothing on Ness yet. Ah, that crow. Trying to get around it. Okay, there's 35. Oh. Nice, the bash actually worked for Ori. Nice, 17. Not too bad considering we're at almost 90 HP. And the bash out of the confusion actually worked. Sometimes it either kills the mole or it just confuses itself again or doesn't hit Ness for whatever reason, but it did there. So still about that minute and change delta here. It's really has not changed much in terms of pacing here. After on it, we've stayed pretty even here in terms of the gap. Oh, Des going to PRV. I love this play personally. I used to do this all the time when I was at high HP, and people would yell at me about it, but I like it. I like it. Try to get a UFO. Or, yeah, I guess anything works. Take the red swirl. Well, probably wanted more than that plant, I guess. I would assume more would join up. Alright, well, Paul's down. Yeah, the plant's probably like slightly more aggressive than the mole, but not by much. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, we'll probably try to get the diamond here. Oh, we're going for the somewhat of a Vogler strat here. A Vogler variant, if you will. I didn't see if Des saved in the bus station, but this fight should be pretty quick. I don't even know if this is a half Vogler. It depends on where she saved. I actually didn't notice. But yeah, if it's in the bus station, yeah, I think that's like a half Vogler. Oh, she's in the department store. So this is like a... I don't know what you'd call this one. I'm trying to think what all the variants were. Because there's full, half, fuller, fullest. This is probably like a quarter Vogler or something, I'd probably call this. Like less than the half Vogler. Maybe it's the half. It might actually qualify for half. Now that I'm thinking about it too much. Yeah, I kind of agree at this point after talking it out. We'll call it a half. Dark Alexander was correct from the beginning. Because the full is in the bus station. But also Des got it after Car Painter. Usually a full Vogler is before Car Painter. So I guess that makes it a half. Slightly under half? I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, I was wondering. I'll go spawns, jeez. Try to get. Oh, what the hell? Try to get the tree to explode. This is too much hippie manippy. Too much, too much. Oh. Double hippie manippy. Those hippies love burritos, man. Slightly less than half Vogler. The 49%. We'll call it the 49% Vogler. The hippie pincer. We really need RBM. If we need like the Vogler naming scheme guru, it's RBM. He comes around once in a while. I'll have to try to oh nice. Are you going for the Soundstone play here? I like it. I like how that just works. Like I saw that last time. You can just look at the Soundstone and he puts you in the bus. Like this is so weird. Soundstone bus. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I caught it out of the corner of my eye, I think, Ori's last race. I was like, what the hell just happened? Ori's got all these little tricks. It's a hacker. How hard is it to get into Earthbound speedrunning? Not that hard, I would say. In terms of barrier to entry and speedrunning, it's not too bad. Yeah, this category is a great place to start. That's kind of what it's for. It's to give newer runners a place to start and have a category, and makes a good race category, turns out. But yeah, Boogey percent is quite doable. I think for most Earthbound fans, anyone who like knows the game even a little bit, or even not at all. I've seen people who don't play Earthbound never and picked up this run, but yeah, even basic knowledge of the run, yeah, you'll be fine. Like chat said, there's guides. The Discord, which is linked down below, great place to pick people's brains. We're all very friendly. We won't be screaming at you for being a noob or anything. We like having new runners. But yeah, you're looking at the guides, speedrun.com/earthbound. Join the Discord if you haven't, or you don't have to if you don't want to, but it's a good place to just kind of ask questions if you get stuck with something specific. There's almost always someone willing to chime in and point you in the right direction. And do it in a non-douchey manner, generally. Generally pretty chill. But yeah, it's not too bad. obviously, like any speedrun, it's getting good at it is hard. But it's not a bad start. Nice little step-by-step getting through Boogey, and things get pretty gross after Boogey Tent in terms of like the full run, which is kind of why it ends there in 3'd. Post Tent, the difficulty spike goes up quite a bit. 3'd Tunnel, Grapefruit Falls, sorry. I always call it Grapefruit Valley. All of that. Belcher's Base is awful. Mole Cave is awful. Department store is just the worst. Like, it's just... But, yeah. Boogey Percent, great place to start. Sorry, I don't want to scare you too much, but... Boogey Percent is definitely a good place to get your bearings and be ready for those tougher parts of the run that come after Boogey Tent. Yep, it's RNG heavy. Yeah, it can get pretty mean, for sure. Earthbound is probably the... Earthbound RNG can be real nasty sometimes. But I think that just becomes more of a concern as you start lowering your times. Initially, I think you kind of don't notice that stuff. The beginner's luck. But yeah, the full run, I mean, it's rewarding. It's a lot. Which again is why Boogey Percent is a good place to start, because it's not a lot. I mean, it's a decent amount, but the full run is definitely a lot of info. Something you probably want to take your time with if you go that route eventually. But that's kind of also the point of this category, is to, you know, get people running Boogey Percent, get used to playing Earthbound, and then eventually take that next step into doing the full glitchless run. But yeah, the full run, it's once you get it, once you figure it out, and like once you actually like conquer that mountain and finish your first few runs, it's quite rewarding, quite satisfying. And it's one of those things you kind of leaves you wanting more, for sure. But yeah, it sounds like you've been watching runs. Ooh, red dog, no green dog. You know, watching runs is good too. Find your favorite streamer streaming Earthbound, and great way to learn as well. Daniel Lovebird, thank you for that raid. Welcome in, Lovebird folks. Speaking of great Earthbound runners to lurk in and hang out and chat, definitely recommend following Lovebird. Does full runs, quite active. Good place to learn. Watch the run, take it all in. Colorblind, still green. Nice, Genie. Hell yeah. Man, 7 hours. Hey, here come the Tessies. Yeah, I think the full run, it depends, you know. Some people are built for it, some people aren't, and kind of get used to it. But, yeah, it definitely, for some people, the full run, at least initially, is a lot. It's a lot of info. But again, it kind of just depends on where you're at with Earthbounds. As a masterpiece of a game, a masterpiece of a Tessie. Yep, the input breaks are nice. Sub 5's a dream. We all dream of sub 5 and achieving it. This is the ultimate goal of the EB speedrunner, is the sub 5 dream. We must all live it on the by and by. A masterpiece. Yes. I feel like sub 5 is still the goal. As long as it runs sub 5, you're in there. Hell yeah, Genie. Yeah, like I said, that's kind of we have a lot of intentions with this run, and one of them is definitely to you know, give people that stepping stone into glitchless, because it is a fun run. Ooh, Green Crow. Yeah, RPG speedruns in general are like that, you know. It takes a lot of knowledge. You know, it's not a platformer, it's not a, you know, whatever else, FPS. You gotta kind of approach it differently. Hey. Oh, Ori runs away, nice. Yeah, an RPG limit break is a great place. I don't know if you know of them, but if you're just into RPG speedruns in general, obviously that's the place to be. Always been a big fan of that channel. Oh, we fighting ducks. Yeah, the really long thon. Well, they got all the thons. I don't think so, Uko. Don't believe so, but oh, things could change, but there's no plan of that currently. Ooh, monkey actually cooperating. Nice, okay, yeah, you're aware of them. Very nice. Yeah, really, really long thong generally is good for those. Some RPGs, like especially modern ones, or somewhat modern, I guess. Modern compared to Earthbound. Excuse me. Some of them are like dozens of hours. Really, really, really long thong is good for that. Tessie. Some nice stutter in there from Ori. Ooh, Shin Megami Tensei, yes. Shin Megami Tensei. Hell yeah. Yeah, no AI, shame. Earthbound doesn't even have an ATB. By its own era's standards, but you know, not everything has to have an ATB, I guess. It does have that sci-fi feel. Hell yeah. Oxus is the homie. Oxus is racing tonight, actually. We'll have an Oxus race after this one. Action HP wheel. So ahead of its time. All the cookies. Alright. Got through first proto for Dez. See if we can get a duck skip. Oh, duck. Sort of cooperated. Gonna distract the duck. Okay, that should work. Yeah, that was actually a good little movement there. The duck should be Omega stuck. Yep, nice. Okay, we can get this monkey to cooperate. Nice. Okay. 2 skips in Brick Road, about the best you can ask for. First proto skip, not very viable. But getting duck and proto, pretty solid. Skip it. Alright, Ori made it out of the pond cave. Some great stutters from Des once again. Wow. Making it look easy. Ooh, that mushroom wanted it for sure. Dang. Okay, last little spawn plate here. That's what we call a smooth second, or first and second room. Third will cooperate, maybe? Wow, okay. That was a clinic in Brick Road and Pond Cave. Yeah, a combination of really good stutters and really good spawns. Luck and skill. Who would have thought? Coming together. Look at that. We're speedrunning. Oh no. We got Gen Alpha memes in chat. I can't keep up. It was going well until mushrooms decided to not cooperate. Okay, there we go. Still, that was an impressive Winters. Oh no. Yeah, Winters just backloaded all the spawns into pure mushroom hate. I think it's time we just give up on memes. I think it's time we just move on as a society. I'm not hopeful of this happening, but I think it's time to just put them to rest. We've run the gamut. I think we're good. It's time to move on. Just move past them as a society. I know it won't happen though, and it's fine. Ah, crap. Oh, now I'm canceled. Crap. Ah, crap. Crap, 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 crap. I'll never financially recover from this. Ah, see? It just, you can't stop it. I'll be 90 years old talking about Velociraptor and shit. I can get down with fart jokes. I'm a simple man. I like a good fart joke. I'm not so highbrow. Oh, go. Hey, like I said, it was a good run. There was some solid contributions from society. There was a golden era. It wasn't all terrible. Ori going for some safety purchases, some safety bombs. I didn't want to presume too much, but yeah, safety bombs it is. Jeez, we should be setting up for the next race, eh? It's 8:15. Lordy. Lost track of time here. I'm having too much fun with chat. Oh, lost track of Ori's Boogie Town here. Luckily, I'm a pro at this. We're gonna get this next race rolling like a pro. Uh-oh. Is Ori having an Ori tent? Okay, we're through. I think everyone's in chat anyway. GG indeed. GG Ori. Held that on it. Lead through the entire race. And really that was the difference. Dez had a hell of a winters. It was really good. Just not enough to overcome this deficit. It was really, that was it. It was that minute and change gap coming out on it. And that held through this whole shebang. But will Ori forget Fly Honey? Stay tuned to find out. There it is. Official GG's. Ori will be moving on. Let's see. Ori's going up against the winner of Octo versus Uko. Oh, GG's Dez. Well played. A solid effort, but that on it was the difference. Through and through. GG Dez, seeing it through. Well played. Oh well. Some Ori believers getting some Earth books. Ori Gifter's eating good. Yep, lost his own Ori bucks. Official GG's, alright. Well played, racers. That was a good one. That was fun to commentate. Let's see, yeah, what was the difference here in the end? About a minute, yeah, so yeah, that minute and change is held up. On it too strong. Just pause some things. Alright, yeah, we're gonna set up for the next race. Coming up, we're gonna have Peen versus Genie. That's another second round matchup. Be sure to stick around. It's gonna be a good one. Static's gonna be on commentary. I'll be on hosting duties. So yeah, we'll be back in a few with a fresh race. For all y'all, hang tight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for racing. We will be back in a few.